Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming to TBHC Collaborate on Conference. Welcome. I wanted to start us off with a little Frankie Beverly and Mays to just get us in the collaborative mood, if you will, ground us in collaboration, recognizing that together as one, we are the ones that make the difference. We are the ones that spark movement on health equity in the Tampa Bay area. If you don't already know who I am Sheron Brown, the Executive Director of the Tampa Bay Healthcare Collaborative, where we promote and advance health equity through increasing awareness, building capacity, and fostering collaboration. And so today is all about that fostering collaboration piece. At this time, because we've got a tight schedule that's mostly about you collaborating with one another, I'm going to step back and allow Colleen Mangan from Baycare to set the tone for us around collaboration by sharing one of our wonderful resources we have in the community. And then I'll be back and then we'll get the show started. So at this time, Colleen, take it away.
Well, good morning, everyone. As I transition here to, there we go. Good morning, everyone. Excuse the technical difficulties there for just a moment. I wanted to start off this morning by saying thank you to to Dr. Brown, to Amy, and the members of the Impact Council for putting together this unconference today. My name is Colleen Mangan, and I'm co-chair for the All for Health Florida Collaborative.
Excuse me.
Bless you. I also serve as the community benefit analyst at Baycare Health Systems. So lots of words there on the screen. Basically, I love collaboration that benefits the community, and I get really excited over data and outcomes. But today, I'm particularly excited to briefly address the foundation of our unconference today, the 2019 Community Health Needs Assessment. So All for Health Florida is comprised of local not-for-profit hospitals and the Department of Health in Hillsborough, Pasco, Pinellas, and Polk counties, and was formed out of success in aligning together to complete the needs assessment, or CHNA, in 2019. You see many of our members' organizations on the screen today, but I want to take a moment to recognize the All for Health members present this morning. If you are a member of All for Health, since we can't have you raise your hand, please say hi by dropping your name and organization, maybe your area of focus, into the chat box. And members for All for Health, please add your emoji of how you are feeling about the collaboration that is about to happen today. I'd like to specifically recognize my co-chair for the collaborative, Alyssa Smith from the Department of Health. I'm incredibly grateful to work with this genuine and grounded woman. All of these folks have big hearts and a strong drive to improve the health in our community. So please connect with one of them today. All right, back to the CHNA. After all, it's the foundation of our conversation at the unconference this morning, the collaboration around the results of access to care, behavioral health, and exercise, nutrition, and weight. I want to make sure you are aware of just how much the community's voice was represented in the effort to identify these top priorities. And I want to do that first by highlighting the community health, the community survey. We had a lot of support from many of you and a number of organizations across the 4 counties that were surveyed. And as a reminder, that survey was asking, what are the perceptions and experiences with health and quality of life among our community, our residents. So from food insecurity to access to behavioral health services, to reporting on their adverse childhood experiences and social determinants of health, we had a lot of feedback from a number of individuals, and we had almost 20,000 responses across the 4 counties. Our goal was to get a diverse and representative response as possible from the community. And I want to talk about that for just a moment. The map on the slide shows the density of surveys by zip code. We wanted responses from everyone. So taking you back to 1 week before the survey was closing in 2019, we diligently watched these numbers, and we saw that we had one very small community known as Balm in Hillsborough County, who we hadn't heard from at all. So we had been working hard, and I was happy to tell you that a week later we had 2 responses from Balm, and we like to do like to celebrate now by saying we're to bomb, and it's great.
We don't see the map.
The other thing, I'm sorry?
We don't see the map.
Oh, it's not rolling for me. There it is. Now can you see it?
I don't see it. Erica, no. Do you see it?
Your slideshow, we're seeing your deck with the slides off to the side.
Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's see what's going on there. My apologies. All right, well, we'll try that again. Sorry, folks. Better?
Yes.
You see it now? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry, folks. Well, just didn't want you to miss our members. Sheron, I'm taking in a minute extra here. My apologies. All right. So now, bomb. You see bomb. We're all going to be the bomb today. We are going to celebrate collaboration. What you need to know as well is that we looked at this survey data. We compared the demographic response from our survey to those of the American Community Survey and Census data. So we know in Hillsborough, there were 27% of our respondents who were of Hispanic or Latinx origin. So we made sure that we tracked to make sure that the survey responses out of Hillsborough reflected the same percent of our Hispanic and Latinx community. And we were able to get a really great match on race, ethnicity, economic, household income and educational attainment. And we were very proud of this. And then we conducted community and key informant surveys with almost 80 leaders and organizations who serve hard to reach populations across the area. We combined that really rich data and the survey data with community health statistics, or data pulled from sources like the CDC, NIH, and many others. Many of you participated in the prioritization exercises held in each county. And at these events, we ranked a series of health issues by the scope and severity, and then the feasibility to make an impact on those issues. The results were the same on the screen across all 4 counties, maybe a little different in rankings. At that time, the prioritization exercises gave each of our All for Health member organizations their focus in crafting health improvement and implementation plans. Today, I am so happy to see that this assessment is being utilized as a foundation for continued conversation. Collaboration is simply not easy. We work hard to come together, and it takes dedicated, courageous work to bring our organizations together. Individual passions, moving beyond common ground into collective action. We can thoughtfully identify how our organizations can begin to point their efforts in the same direction, creating a combined inertia that can take us farther together, than we ever could have gone on our own. So before I turn it back to the MC for the day, I want to leave you with a few takeaways regarding the All for Health and the CHNA efforts across the region. First of all for Health is hosting ongoing mental health first aid trainings for youth and adults, both online and in person. If you'd like to know more, please reach out at the emails addresses that are on the slide today. And then our website is listed under that second bullet. Is a great, robust set of data that you really can utilize in your work, and you can learn more about what some of our members are doing. And then finally, and part of the reason I wanted to highlight that survey today was that we do this survey and this needs assessment every 3 years to keep our plans fresh and our efforts on point. And so we are coming back to survey in 2022. We don't know how COVID will impact our ability to reach the hard to reach and to get into those difficult to reach populations. And we may need your help more than ever to listen to our community once again, and to understand their needs after such a difficult season. So thank you. We will be back. Again, thank you to the Unconference leadership for your efforts today. May today be a start of a great success for all of you, and more importantly, for our community. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Coming together is a beginning. Staying together is a process. Working together is a success. Beautiful. I love that. Thank you, Colleen, for setting us up with collaboration and the foundation of today's work. I just want to take this time right now to thank all of our speakers, because I am definitely not the MC today, and I'm so happy about that. So I want to thank all of our speakers now while I have the opportunity, and I definitely want to thank the Collaboration Impact Council, every member that is making today possible. If you are a TBHC member or connector, you receive our emails, you see every month what they've been doing, and here is the fruit of their labor. The next one is coming up in April and another in May. But today is all about the Collaboration Impact Council bringing us together to collaborate. And so right now, I'll introduce a Collaboration IC member, Samantha Heumann.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Team, I'm Sam. I'm a new member of the Collaboration Impact Council. And the purpose of today, the entire reason we're here is, you've heard this word already a ton in every email that's gone out, in every slide that's been shown, and you're going to keep hearing it, but it's to collaborate. And that's to leverage our collective strengths to improve health equity in our region. Lucky for us, we do have a roadmap from the Community Health Needs Assessment, and that CHNA highlighted 3 prioritized health issues in Tampa Bay. The first being behavioral and mental health, the second, exercise and nutrition, and the third, access to services. Now, before we dive in, I'd like a little bit of trivia here. If you know the Avengers, the superhero movie, fun fact, the idea was originally based on a team of superheroes called the All Winners Squad. And the idea with the All Winners Squad is these superheroes were all winners on their own. Now, not winners in the sense that they all got a participation trophy, but they were all winners on their own. However, when they came together, they were unstoppable. And it's then that they could defeat whatever the villain was. And I feel like that's us today. We're the winner squad. And I'm picturing us all in like casual streetwear, like going about our day, casually sitting here, like ready to rip off our normal day clothes to show our 6 superhero costumes, which makes me think that maybe next year we should have this all in costume. Just an idea. I'm seeing a few nods. Okay, we're gonna plant that seed. We'll see how that takes off. But the idea is like, that's what we get to do today. We get to come together. We get to collaborate. We get to reveal our badass superhero suits. And similar to other conferences you've attended, you're going to get that feeling afterwards where you're like really inspired, really fired up, super motivated. And sometimes we call that the honeymoon phase, because the idea is it only lasts so long. And so the goal with today is to make that honeymoon phase last. And we're going to do that through creating very clear, very actionable steps that each of us as individuals, but also as that all winner squad, can take together and to continue taking. So unlike traditional conferences you may have attended, the model of today is called an unconference, which means it's driven by you, by the attendees. So you'll get to choose the topics of interest based on the CHNA, and you'll get to choose the sessions you wish to attend, the breakout rooms you want to be a part of. So we're prioritizing conversations over presentations. So you each play a very important role in today. Now, with the unconference model, it is more informal. It's more flexible to promote those natural serendipitous interactions we would have had if we could all be in person right now. Because the goal is still to come together to collaborate. And referencing that all winner squad, I'm thinking of like how Batman had the bat signal, and that was the sign someone was in distress. The CHNA, those results, that's our community distress call. That's them telling us like, we need you, and all of us are ready to go. So how are we gonna do that today? We're gonna break that down through a process of appreciative inquiry. Now, mind you, I had to Google this a few times to make sure I got it right. But the idea of appreciative inquiry is actually very straightforward. If you break it down, appreciative is to value, to see the best in a given situation, inquire, to explore and discover. So when we combine the two, it's a holistic approach to change the focus to be on our strengths rather than our weaknesses. we already established our areas of opportunity with the CHNA results. So today we get to play to our strengths. Throughout the day, you saw this in your guidebook. We'll walk through the 4 steps or the 4 Ds of appreciative inquiry. That first D is for discovery. This is where we discover what's working well. We appreciate the best of what is. And we'll do this by going into 3 breakout rooms based on the 3 topics that are a key priority need, led by our incredible superhero anchor organizations. We have NAMI of Hillsborough and Pinellas County representing the behavioral and mental health group. We have Feeding Tampa Bay speaking on exercise and nutrition, and the Family Healthcare Foundation speaking on access to services. From that discovery phase, we dive right into the dream phase. This is where we're dreaming of what could be. We're envisioning the results. So in those same breakout rooms, you'll use the TBHC Collaborate app, which we are so excited about, to network with at least one partner. Dream of the action you can take together, and based on the responses in the breakout room, based on the conversations you're having in the app, new breakout rooms will be created. Luckily, again, not common for conferences. Maybe it is for us in all things wellness, but there will be a 15-minute yoga break with Wendy, which I know I'm personally very excited about. We come back from that break and we dive right into the design phase. So this is what should be, where we're co-constructing in these new breakout rooms. We're getting very clear, we're getting very specific on exactly one action we can take together. Because then we get that first step, leads us right into the final phase, the last D for destiny, where we're innovating what will be. And this is the commitment. This is the fun part where we all get to create that 90-day action plan using a Google form that will be used for you and your all-star squad or all-winner squad. But it's also going to be used for the entire community, for all of us to keep a track of everything that we're doing. Because individually, we've been superheroes. We've been operating just fine and winning. But the idea is coming together. We don't need to keep recreating the wheel. Now we have the data to track this. Now we have this all housed in one central location for us to be able to reference what we're doing as a collective community. So now that you are all also appreciative inquiry experts, I do have a few hot tips for Zoom, since I know it's been almost a year, pretty wild, that we've been living on Zoom screens for most of us and living with business professional from the top up and probably pajama pants or athleisure from the bottom down. Again, the superhero costume keeps coming to me. But as a member of the millennial generation, my mother-in-law always jokes that we were born with a phone in our hand. So some hot tech tips, not to say I'm by all means tech support, but the idea here is make sure we know how to pick a breakout room. So next to your name or next to the name of the breakout room, you'll see the option to join. And it could say join, or it could be a little box with an arrow depending on your screen. And if you click on that, it'll give you the prompt to join that room. Now, once you're in the breakout room, you can take yourselves off of mute. However, with an all-winner squad of this size in the main room, I would love for us to use the reactions and hand raising. So if we could all test this one out, Colleen already teed me up with it, but if we could all drop the thumbs up. This is how I hype myself up. Thanks, Kelly. Thanks, Colleen. So you're all giving me thumbs up. We're doing it. We got this. Okay. We got the thumbs up. Now, the beauty of this, we're not tying you to your computer. The idea is you have the flexibility to leave if you need a bio break, if you need to grab a snack, whatever it is, and then rejoin. Another flexibility note, while you're in the breakout room, you can always return back to the main room to join a different room. That's the idea. The conference, this entire next 3 hours are driven by you. So if you need help or you need that little boost, whether it's Zoom, the app, or anything, I strongly encourage you to reference any of the amazing emails that Erica and Amy sent out the last 2 days with literally every tool you could need for this session. But you can also reference the guidebook, also conveniently in that email. That guidebook will walk you through the agenda for today, where we are and what process based on timing. And it'll also have some input or insights as to specific topics that we're talking about, maybe in other breakout rooms. Lastly, the idea with the app, we're so excited about this, and having spent the last 2 years working for LinkedIn, where it was all about connections and creating those connections, I feel like this app is a better version of LinkedIn, right? It's more targeted. It's designed to help us all connect and continue that collaboration and foster that even further. So I get to pass it off to Dr. Sheron Brown to give us the demo on the app.
Hey there. Okay, hold on. I'm getting it all set up here. I am being spotlighted, and I'm waiting for technology to behave. Oh my goodness, it's not behaving. Hold on. Okay, so first of all, let me talk to you about the app while I get technology to behave with me. Hopefully you've already downloaded it. I'm not able to share it right now. All of a sudden, technology just said, we're not going to do that with you. So hopefully you were already able to download it and set a profile. One of the things we wanted to point out with profiles was how important your picture is, because it adds to the human element and actually knowing who you're reaching out to. So that's the first thing. The second thing that I wanted to point out, because I wanted to show you, but it's not behaving, is that once you get in and you set up your profile, you're able to see your entire network, the entire network. That's everybody that's inside of the app. And you're able to request connection with them. Here we go. All right, now I can talk to you and show you. The teacher in me does not like just talking to people without demonstrating. There we go. All right. There we go. All right, so as I was saying, so here we have the entire network. You can search through the network according to the categories across the top. You see me scrolling, and these are the same categories that you'll find in the CHNA. If anyone thinks that there are other categories that should be added, please let us know and we can make that happen. When you're viewing the network, again, you can find people, you can connect with them. Let's see, the main things that you all are going to do today is get in and chat. And so you see here, I have a stream of non-faces. And so I can't remember who I've been talking to. So that's why we really ask in those emails, please, if you download the app and you haven't added your picture to the profile, it would be very helpful with connecting. One of the main things I wanted to point out that you'll be using today is creating the group chat. So you get to decide, as Sam just shared, you're driving everything. So you're deciding who you want to talk to and about what in relation to the area that you selected when you registered. So you'll go ahead and you'll find the people that you decide you want to connect with in the app, and then you all will come together in your own Zoom room, which will later be created for you. Your room facilitators will work all that out for you. So there's much more that the app does. If you're on our email list, Erica sends out regularly a tutorial link for you to see. Since we've made that tutorial link, the app does so much more, and we're getting ready to up level and take it to another place to do even more based on your feedback. So that's the main thing that I wanted to point out to everyone today about the app, is getting in, getting your profile, getting your picture in there, and then finding who you want to connect with that's in here today, and then starting that group chat. But again, your facilitators will walk you through all of that. All right, so that is Collaborate app. And with that, I believe Sam or Erica are next. I think it's Erica, right? Erica's now getting ready to send you.
Yes, so with all that being said, we are about to open your breakout rooms. You can choose the room you go to based off the category, and we'll get it moving from there.
Does everyone know how to choose? Do they remember? Click on breakout rooms. I see some people are going. There we go.
All righty.
They're picking up speed now. At the bottom of your screen, if you're wondering still, you'll see breakout rooms. You'll click on that and you'll choose the room you want to attend. Once you get in there, your facilitators and your anchor organizations will take care of you.
Katie and Topher, I just let you in. I approved your registration. So what we're doing right now is going to breakout rooms. When you look at the breakout room, just pick the subject that you would like to participate in and move yourself into that breakout room. Those are.
Okay.
Anybody need help